Hello, loved ones. I don't want to sound like I don't know. I don't want to go so far as to say that I don't want to sound like an asshole, but I don't really want to sound like an asshole, okay? But, you know, I try to refrain from doom scrolling, things like that, right? And it's just that it's so easy to get caught up in that, right? What be it YouTube Shorts, be it anything. You can scroll through Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. You can you can get caught up in doing all these things, and there's so much stuff that you could be, probably should be, doing to develop yourself. And I realize not everybody's interested in that. And me, I find that hard to believe because I'm like, well, if you're not getting better, then what are you doing? If you're not trying to better yourself, then what are you doing? I think sometimes we really need to stop and get very conscious, very aware of our self. And I don't mean that in one word. Like when I say yourself, I don't mean yourself as in one word. I mean yourself. I mean, you are a soul, okay? You're a very powerful, potentially powerful being, right? And I know it can depend upon what religious philosophy you were brought up in and all that. And I don't get religious at all. In fact, I'm very much against religiosity. But the more I get into spirituality, the less I am into religion. And I kind of believe that religion is what has dumbed people down to the point where they just say screw it. They just don't care anymore because it's such a standard, it's such a high bar that we cannot live up to. And I know that Christians will say, well, yeah, that's why you need Jesus, because you cannot live up to that. And so, therefore, you need Jesus who comes through and basically paves the way for you so that you don't have to. I get that. I do. And I appreciate that. That's great. But there are so many people in Christianity that will shame someone and pass judgment on people and things like that. And I'm not picking on Christians because from what I've seen, they're not the worst. At least right now. I mean, there have been times where people were persecuted to the point of death based on their beliefs. And there are religions in the world now who will persecute people literally to death based on their belief systems. And that, I'm afraid to say, is why a lot of people have just said, screw it. So then we find ourselves just checked out to the point where it seems like people are just kind of waiting to die. And that's terrible because we are immortal souls. We are here in this. I call it a construct. I refer to this body as an avatar. But we are here for something. But so many people have just said, screw it, and checked out. And that's sad. And I have also said that it is not our place to try to save the world. Thank you, Jason of Archaics, who says we don't belong in this construct, this world, this realm, whatever that we have found ourselves in. We are, what does he say? We are sojourners. We are pilgrims. We're just passing through. We're coming here to gain experience, to gain knowledge, to learn some lessons, I believe, to learn how to be co-creators. But we've been beaten over the head. And by we, I'm not referring to myself or anyone in particular, I'm more speaking about the collective, has been beaten over the head to the point with religiosity and just belief systems, and told that you have to be this way to fit in or whatever. But not you. You are an individual. Are you a part of the collective? That's up to you. Because there are two realities going on here. One is the collective, and the trajectory that it is on is, I don't want to say it's 100% set, but it's pretty damn close. And I'm pretty sure that most everybody would agree that it's not looking good for the collective. But individuals, on the other hand, see, we also have that. We are individuals. And we've got that too. Now, your trajectory as an individual, well, that can be changed anytime you're ready. As soon as you become conscious, and I do mean conscious, aware, awake, truly awake in your soul, and aware of yourself. 2 words, yourself. You are a soul, and you are eternal. You know, like it says in the Kybalion, the all is present in its parts. So the all being the creator, being who imagined all of this up, who imagined you up, and me. And we are living inside this creation, inside the mind of the all. You as an individual, at any moment, can decide, I'm not part of that. I'm not going down that road with the collective. And in fact, I'm going to wash my hands of it and hope for the best for individuals. But we know that in most cases, that's not going to happen. Hence the collective. That doesn't have to be you, and it's certainly not me. I understand my role. I understand why I'm here. I am here to have an experience, to learn some lessons. And I also feel that I also feel that I am here to bring a few other individuals along with me. I'm talking to individuals here. I'm not talking to any collective. I'm not talking to Christians. I'm not talking to any group. Some people associate themselves with a political party. Some people associate themselves with a certain religious philosophy. Some people associate themselves with this certain sexuality. They're a part of this community or that community or the whatever community. They always want to associate themselves with a particular group. That's groupthink. And that is lumping you into a category, and then all we got to do is just satisfy that group. And they'll all just shut up and be dumb and just pass through their life. But not individuals, because we don't associate that way. Does it sound kind of selfish? In a way. Because it's like, well, I can't worry about anybody else. I can only focus on myself. I mean, does it sound selfish? Maybe, I guess. Or is it really just having a realization of, this is all I have control over, is this self. Anyway, what I hope for you, individual, is for you to have a realization that you are a conscious being. That you are just here in this construct, in this realm, to have an experience, to learn some lessons. Like I said, in my opinion, to learn to be the co creator. So, anyway, like and subscribe, please, because I want to get a lot more into this. Because we as individuals can separate ourselves from all those groups. And watch them crash and burn? Probably. I'm not saying that's what I want to happen, but I just know that I can't stop it. I can only control what I'm doing. And same for you. If you have a chance to jump off a sinking ship, do it. Be an individual. Realize how powerful of a soul you really are. Anyway, loved ones, please like and subscribe. The podcast is also My Sober Addiction. So if you listen to audio podcasts, there's that. And I'm on YouTube, obviously, Matt Stevens. And I have a lot of writing that I put on Substack, also under Matt Stevens. I don't have some nifty little moniker. Matt Stevens, that's really my name. So, there we go. I will be gone, and I'm going to go, and I will be back directly.